Well, good morning. Well, good afternoon. It's 2:56 here in the good old United States and the Eastern Coast. My name is Marie Tomorrow, and I have a few things I wanted to talk about. This one's going to be on intuitive dreams, depression, coping skills, and what I'm doing about things. Um, I want to first mention that I have prayers going out and up to Kev Baker. Kevin Baker is a person who has live streamed many good people. He's very good to a lot of people, and he's not doing so well right now. So I think we should keep him in prayers. Out and up. Much love out to him and his mother. Um, and that's what I can say about that. All right, I want to yeah. I woke up this morning, well, at noon, and I kind of been surprised at the way my mood has been just totally plummeted down. I was really doing well. I've been on my medications. I have borderline personality disorder. I was triggered. I do know the trigger. I will not be saying the trigger. So I will be making comments and hopefully doing what my therapist wants me to do and make I feel comments. Part of my coping skills that I'm supposed to be doing is, and she knows that I do this, is the blogging on YouTube so that if it can help somebody out other than myself to be a blessing to others, then blogging is always good. I'm 52 years old. I've been diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, which I've had all my life. And, you know, we can do the DBT and the CBT therapies. And sometimes life happens and gets to us. And we're borderline. And yes, it hurts. It hurts really badly. I did have a situation recently, and I feel rejected. I feel let down. And because that is a big thing with my PTSD as well, the rejection and all that, with, past things with my immediate family and then my other family growing up, the rejection part of it really gets me down. And it wasn't a big rejection. It's not even a rejection, actually. It's something I mistakenly took. And so it's not the other person's fault at all. It's just the way I feel. And feelings are never wrong. However, like I said in my description, I said, I've been here before. I know this feeling, and I will go. I will go and get up. As many times as I've fallen, I can get up and redeem myself. So that's my depression right there. And I started feeling I felt like life wasn't worth it again. However, life is always worth it. Okay. Hence, never give up. And suicide hotline is 1-800-273-8255 if anybody's feeling suicidal. But it's also for these times that are dark. I don't need to call it right now because I know I do have a network of people I can call to if it gets really bad. However, I'm not going to allow it to get bad because I'm going to identify what's triggered me and I'm going to work through it. My coping skills today, after I get off here, I'm going to probably take a shower. I got to do laundry and then I'm going to rearrange my room, my bedroom. I got the living room fairly clean, so it's not depressing in here. Now, I wanted to talk the depression I did, the coping skills I was talking about, taking a shower and getting all this stuff off of me and imagining that all the negativity is washing away is a good thing. Now, let's talk about intuitive dreams for now. And I wrote this down. On December 23rd at 1:40 a.m., I awoke with a bad dream. That was 10 days ago. It was a demon dream. And that dream, in the dream, the demons wanted to come in the house, and they were angry because they couldn't because it was sealed shut. So they made it rain in my house. It was raining through all through the ceiling. Now, in my life, this was an intuitive dream. And I don't know whether you can say demons did it or it's just the way my mind perceived what was going on. But the kids next door, they're difficult to deal with. That's the way I'm going to say it. I'm not going to say they're little demons because they're, kids. And the lady next door has her hands full. And I've had a history in my house where in the bedroom, because that's why I moved my daughter's bedroom into the front instead of in the back, is because they kept flooding the bathroom and it kept leaking into my daughter's room. And this past September, October, I had an inspection, and they actually sealed, see the word? They sealed her bathroom with stuff. And I was telling everybody, that's not going to work. It's eventually going to do whatever. Well, I don't think it's been working, honestly. So anyways, I have put up safeguards. My daughter has been tormented by these kids too long, for a couple years now, since they moved in. I've gotten everything in place. I've gotten the law enforcement involved. I've gotten the school system is helping. They're bullies to my daughter. And for the life of me, I can't figure out why they're just not leaving her alone. She doesn't talk to them. She doesn't do anything with them, whatever. And so the last straw was, well, my daughter was the actual culprit in thinking that one of the little girls said something and my daughter hit her. And then on the bus, everybody decided to bully my daughter and threatened to beat her up when they were getting off the bus. And so much so that the bus driver dropped her off in front of my house because she was afraid that my daughter was going to get beat up. And the main culprits were the kids next door again. Then my daughter came in and we were discussing it. I called the bus company. Then one of the little girls came over to my house with 4 or 5 other girls to beat my daughter up. And I yelled at them and I said, get off my porch. I told them, you don't come over here. Your mother comes over here with the other little girl, and I won't say her name, that Emily did hit, so that we could work it out. But I already knew that that girl had these other girls around to jump my daughter to beat her up, because that's what the bus driver was saying she was going to do before they even came to my door. So I knew the intent behind what they were doing. And of course, the other neighbor lady couldn't keep her mouth out of it. She didn't know what was going on. She didn't call the school bus company. She didn't know what happened on the bus. All she knew was that I yelled at the girl. So she called the other girl's mother, made it worse, when all it was, you don't come to my house, your mother does. So the police, and then the mother was triggered because, the mother of the girl was triggered because, of course, I called the police on her daughter, basically to teach them a lesson. You don't come to my house to threaten to beat up my daughter. I already knew that they were going to do that because I spoke to the bus driver. And then the mother was triggered, which I understand her. She's got PTSD as well from certain other things. That's her story to tell. And I understood that, but the other lady next door, when she called her, she said, was really rude about me, and she really put this one in a spiral. And so she was outside at late at night, and she was all liquored up, and she was threatening to beat me and my daughter up, and I had to call the police again. You don't threaten. I don't care if she threatens me, but you don't threaten a 13-year-old, a 12-year-old. That's where I draw. My daughter deserves to feel safe in her own home. So what the police officer suggested, because it was the he said she said stuff, and the other lady got her mouth involved in the morning, in the afternoon with that other girl. The other lady got her mouth involved that she didn't even know what was going on anyways. And so they suggested I put cameras out. So I put a Ring camera on my front door. I asked the police officers to let them know they are not to come to my house at all. I made sure I knew where my property began to where I could tell them not to come on my property and where I could put the ring pointing. I didn't put the ring to snoop on anybody. It's just as an added bonus so that if the police have to be called again, they can see exactly what went on without me telling them and without the other people telling them. Basically, it was a he said, she said thing, and no, I was not nice to the girl that came to my door. She shouldn't have never came to my door. I have a responsibility. I know she was a kid, but I have the responsibility to make sure my child is safe and secure. So that's where that is. I mean, I can have a heart all I want for the people next door, with their PTSD and with their things and how they're kids and stuff like that. And I didn't threaten to beat the girl up. I just told her she doesn't come to my door. Her mother does with the girl. And I would have made Emily kiss that girl's butt, basically, because she hit her. But since the other stuff went on and made it worse, there was no way I was going to... I was very understanding of why my daughter did what she did. And I've always been understanding because she's always been bullied by these girls, and it's been threatening to beat her up, knife her, shoot her. And yes, I've had the police involved many times with these things. So anyways, that was the last straw. So I do not view these children as children that behave very well. I'll put it that way. So, getting back to the intuitive dream. Okay, so the demons. Might have very well, in my mind, been played out as those kids. And the ceiling was a ceiling of the bedroom, of the bathroom upstairs, so that water didn't come down again. In my heart of heart, I knew it wasn't gonna work, but oh well. However, I did place things strategically out of the way of where that's been leaking, so that nothing else got wet. Well, to my surprise, on December 31st, I'm gonna play a clip, and you're gonna see what happened. All over my bed. My stuff is leaked on. I mean, I took everything off there. It's, my whole bed was soaked. So it was raining down from my ceiling onto my bed. And I view this dream. Okay, put that one off. Where you see the board on the ceiling with the lighter stuff is where the ceiling was leaking originally from that bathroom. Where you see that line is where my bed is. So that ceiling had to have been leaking pretty darn... That bathroom had to have had a lot... I mean, not a little bit of water. A lot of water coming down, raining. For it to leak like that. So, I feel, quite honestly, that this, for the most part, was an intuitive dream. And it took my mind took everything that was going on and put it into where the demons wanted to come in my house. The house was sealed, but they made it rain in the house. See how intuitive dreams work? And I am more intuitive with my dreaming than when I'm awake. So, I mean, how do I know what's intuitive and what isn't? So that's what I have to say today. I just wanted to blog a little bit and get it all out. And I'm not really going to discuss the ins and outs of why I feel like I'm pushed away or rejected. I mean, it's a heavy, heavy feeling. It's really when you're borderline and you have PTSD to feel rejected with something because your mind's overthinking things. It really hurts. So that's where I am right now, and I'm looking for ways where I can alleviate my pain inside without doing anything drastic, put it that way. As my therapist always says, I don't feel like I'm going to hurt myself. I won't hurt myself, let's put it that way. I will not cut myself, and I will not try to commit suicide, and I will not try to hurt others. In my heart of hearts, the person I am is a person who respects life and doesn't think anybody deserves anything bad in life. So everything else is just the borderline or the PTSD that gets in the way. So there is the diagnosis of borderline personality disorder that gets in the way of my core beliefs of life. Even those kids, that woman next door, I don't get along with them. And, however, I don't want anything bad. I feel, and it's none of my business, that she has the housing help exactly the way I do, the exact one. And she can go anywhere in the United States, the continental United States, and use that voucher. And I also feel her and her children, if she can get a house and rent a house, it would be so much easier for them and so much better. Not that I mean, a lot of people would say they wish. I've been here 12 years, and in 12 years, I've only had that room leak a couple times before this family moved in. Now it leaks. Like, it was leaking every week over the summer. Twice a week. And now this. And I'm just beside myself. I thank the good Lord that I actually did buy the 2 mattress protectors because my mattress is not wet. However, I don't have another blanket, and this blanket I can't wash right now. So I have to make do with what I got. Anyways, that's basically the gist of things. I am still, Emily is going back to school tomorrow, so I'm gonna be working on my projects during the day and focus on my daughter at nighttime. I love my daughter. I love her very much, and she's sitting here being very patient, waiting for me to get off here. Emily, and she wants to say hi. Yes, you can say hi, baby.
Hi.
And my daughter says hi. She's a sweetheart. I love her. So that's it in a wrap. Okay, and I hope you have a great today and an even better tomorrow. And okay, I don't normally say that, I don't practice it, but Happy New Year, Happy New Year to everybody out there. May this year be a lot better than the years past, the past couple years. Looking forward to it. It can't be much worse, can it? Yeah, let's think about that. So, actually, good night and good day.